Alright guys, we're in the clocked out garage this afternoon. Got a couple little things to do this afternoon. One of the things I need to do is, had a guy call me needing this fitting put on this radiator to connect an AN braided hose, I assume. So that's one of the things we'll be doing today. And also today we'll be coming over here and uncovering the plasma table up. Haven't done much with this past few weeks here, but gotta uncover this and do a little clean out so we can cut a couple signs for a couple customers that have requested a couple things. I'll show you more details on those here in a little bit. Something else we may do this evening is, as you know, we put the twins on the Black Dog Camaro here, and these things are really picky with exhaust pressure. So we've got a leak somewhere, and they don't want to stay spooled up when I let go of the brake. We're making 8 or 9 pounds on the brake, and as soon as we let go of it, boost doesn't really want to drop, doesn't want to come in as fast as I'm requesting it to come in. So we might get into that a little bit this afternoon. I got a couple new flanges, 2.5-inch V-band flanges coming from Monkey Fabrication. It's his new stuff he just came out with a copper ring seal in the middle. So he takes 2 female sided V-bands, and he uses 2 female sides and has a copper ring made that goes between the two, so it smashes real nice and creates a really good seal. So I'm excited for those to come in. We thought we may have messed up a turbine wheel, but after further inspection, everything looks fine with those. Because you know, when we bang this thing off a rev limiter, or I guess a 2-step rather, we shoot some serious flames out. So I was a little concerned that maybe we busted a fin or something on those. But both of those look good. The turbos actually look all right, so I don't think it's anything going on with that. So I'm going to try to calm down the 2-step some so it doesn't bang 4-foot flames out the side of it and make ridiculous explosions inside the exhaust, even though it's really sweet. But anyway, I got to get my workspace cleaned up, get some batteries charging for the GoPros here. So I'll be back shortly, and we will go a little bit deeper into what I'm getting into today. It's weird because it is May? No, it's April, the end of April, almost May, and they're calling for some cold weather in Ohio. Surprise, surprise. And maybe even some snow tonight, which is really weird. It's been really nice the past couple weeks, but welcome to Ohio. So anyhow, I'm gonna be watching some stuff on the old Netflix for a little while. Got some documentaries I like to watch here and there. We'll be firing up the Vulcan Pro TIG 200 here in a little while to do a little bit of aluminum welding, like I said. And you know, that's pretty much it for now. So I'll get back with you guys here shortly. All right, so I did a little stuff off camera just so I didn't bore you guys with the not super important, boring, time-consuming stuff. So went ahead and got my sheet up here, got it squared, got my consumables that I'm going to be using on the torch. Let me go ahead and move that over here so you can kind of see. For the sign stuff, like I'm doing today, I use what they call a fine cut consumable for the Hypertherm 45. Real nice machine. It's been doing pretty well for me. So anyway, so I use a program called Inkscape to design 99.8% of the sign stuff, or whatever you want to call these things. Monograms, steel, metal, whatever. So I'll get them all designed in here, then I'll save them, then I go into another program called Inkscape, which I've already got pulled up here, and this is where you actually build your program for the Mach 3 CNC to know what to do with it. and you can actually create different layers. So you always want to cut the outside layer first, which is this layer out here. You want to cut it, or I'm sorry, retract that last statement. So you always want to cut the outside layer last. So if you cut that out, then you start cutting stuff in here, then you know the part could move, so on, so on, so on. So, and then you can also put multiple parts in here like you see right now. So I'm going to cut this one first, and then we're going to go to this one, and then we're going to go down to the small one. They wanted 2 different sizes on the Woman Farms LLC. This is a friend of mine at my day job that his nephew is graduating the electrician's class or something like that. So built something for him, built something for a friend of mine that's been wanting the Woman Farm things as a gift for maybe his girlfriend's parents' farm or something like that. But after you get everything in here and you get it ready to go, you go up here to this P, and what this actually does, it actually saves it in G code, which G code is what actually is what the CNC program actually knows how to use. So then I'll go up here and I'll load G code, and I think it's saved under Eddy sign. And then we'll upload that, and it takes a few minutes for it to upload and figure out what's going on. Let me get that going. I need a Vanna White here to show what's going on and get the music going in this place. Ta 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 ta. Takes a little long when you're making a big cut like this. It takes a few minutes for it to load up for it to be ready to cut. So all right, there's that. You'll see way down here, there's our workspace. That's what it's going to do. And then you have to take the torch wherever it's going to start at. You kind of want to square it up with the edge here, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. You don't want to run off the edge of the material or anything. I'm going to give myself some room. Let me make sure I didn't screw up here real quick. I'm working on 48 by 48, but I know from prior work I've done that when I cut my 4x8 sheets in half to fit on my table, that the length is actually greater than 48. I should have like 49 or something, or no, I'm actually exactly at 48. So I'm gonna have to be real careful here to not run off the edge of my piece. So I'm gonna have to square up right at the very bottom of this, which I don't like to do. But I'm gonna have to, so I don't run off the edge of the usable material. God, I hate getting this close to it. So I'm basically right at the edge there, and this isn't a huge deal. I can come over pretty far. I'm going to knock some of this dross off here from where I covered it, or from where I cut the 4x8 sheet in half. And then I'll get everything, make sure everything's right, and then I'll come back and set it up, and you guys can watch with me as we cut these signs. It's really pretty neat. It's pretty neat stuff to watch. To watch a piece come from just nothing here. So we'll be back. Really, the only other thing I do, unless they want me to paint them or something like that, is on the back side of these, you'll see this, what they call dross. So what I do is I take a needle scaler, bought it from Harbor Freight, and I'll needle scale the all the dross off. And I got a real aggressive wire wheel that goes on the hand grinder, and I go around and clean the whole back side off, then I clean the front side off, and I knock all these pieces out that didn't fall out. But that's pretty much the gist here. Let me get this stood up. But it looks really, really nice. I got some things coming out that I've been wanting to do for a while now. So come out with some mailbox posts that are pre-lit with your address and stuff cut into them, some things like that. That should be really neat. I have some 2x3 rectangular tube. I'm gonna have to take all the fins out, or whatever you want to call them, and lay the piece in there and then cut on the top. But those... All right, so I've done a little work here off camera, again, just to save you from the boring stuff. I trimmed the original piece that the hose would slide down on off, and then took a sanding cone thing and cleaned the inside as best I could and cleaned the outside, and then took my flapper whizzer wheel wire thing of death and clean the outside. Now this radiator did have antifreeze in it, so I'm hoping that all the sanding and cleaning has decontaminated the area, so this thing will weld well, I hope. we'll kind of see what it looks like here. I'm hoping for a good weld. I like running aluminum when aluminum runs good. When aluminum runs like crap, it's no fun anymore. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm gonna throw some beads on this and hopefully it turns out like I want, and looks halfway decent. So we're gonna get down with the get down here and see what we can come up with. Looks like it's good and solid and it's not going to leak anywhere, so I'm actually happy with it. Didn't take very long to do, and they should be happy. There's a little spot, it probably won't focus on it right there. I'm going to heat back up, make sure it's good and sealed. I mean, I'm sure it's sealed, but just want to make sure it is in fact sealed. So that's pretty much all I've got for tonight in the clocked out garage. We'll work on the black car tomorrow and see if we can find that exhaust leak I was talking about earlier, to find out where I'm losing my exhaust pressure at with those picky twins, Mary Kate and Ashley. So that's pretty much everything. Like I said, for now, I'm gonna watch some YouTube, watch some Netflix, probably watch some YouTube too. Actually, there's a couple channels I like to watch, Vice Grip Garage and Street Racing Channel, a few things like that. Maybe some American Idol or something. But like I said, that's all I got for now. I'm glad you guys hung out with me a little bit today. And the more I go along here with these videos and the videos with my crew members and stuff like that, the more in-depth things we get into. Like, I'm gonna try to get quite a bit of footage of what we're doing on this thing. It's like a halfway done type build. A buddy of mine just wants me to finish some things, like finish welding some things for him, and do some fab work on the intercooler here to the throttle body, which is going to be terrible. But we'll get more in depth in some stuff like that. I got a couple of signs I'm going to design and take you guys along on the ride with that. And once we get the black car back together this week, we'll go on a little ride along. We'll go jeeping and maybe go through a Taco Bell drive-thru or something with it, and let's have some fun. So that's all.